Thank you, Scott. I'd like to thank the Ellis County Republican Women for hosting this forum, along with the Waxahachie Sun and KBEC. Thank you guys for putting this on. My name is Vance Hinds, and I'm running for the Ellis County Court at Law Number 3. This is a brand new court that the legislature created and the governor signed into existence in June of last year. I've been a lawyer here in Ellis County for 26 years. My father was a lawyer here in Ellis County for 30 years. My brother is a lawyer here in Ellis County, been a lawyer here for 30 years. There's been a Hinds lawyer in Ellis County for over 50 years. And so, this is our home. My roots run deep in this community. My relatives on both sides of the family have been in Ellis County since the late 1800s. Both my parents were born and went to Italy High School. In fact, I met Susan Wallifer Harris tonight, and her dad, Tolliver Harris, she said, Tolly Wallifer went to school with my dad in Italy. So it's nice to meet someone who knew my friend of my father's back in school. But both of my parents graduated from Italy High School. I went to Waxahachie School Districts 1st through 12th grade. All of my kids did the same. All three of my nieces and my nephew went to school in Waxahachie School Districts 1st through 12. This is my home. This is where my heart is, and this is where I want to serve. Over this past year, 2 years really, I've been on a weight loss journey and kind of a personal journey for myself. I've lost 198 pounds in the last 2 years. All right. And the weight loss video went viral. It's been viewed over 48 million times on YouTube. And people have reached out to me all over the world about my weight loss journey. It's been an incredible 2 years. But what I've learned from this weight loss journey is that I really enjoy helping people. I really enjoy helping people improve their lives, and I really want to give back to this community. And when this court opened up, I felt like it was almost a calling, that this was something, it was a way that I could reach the most people to help out. So my name is Vance Hinds. I'm asking for your vote. I'm asking you to tell your friends to vote for me, and I'm asking you to help me get elected to be the first court of the Ellis County Court of Law Number 3, the first judge of the Ellis County Court of Law Number 3. Thank you. This is a brand new court. The major challenge is going to be getting it up and getting going. I've handled criminal defense cases for 13 years in private practice. I tried every kind of case as a defense lawyer you can try, all the way up to a capital murder trial. For the last 7 years, I've worked at the district attorney's office. I did prosecuted for the first 2 years in the misdemeanor courts. And then the last 5, I've worked in the civil court. I've done it in a civil capacity, and I've been advising the commissioners' courts, the elected officials, and other department heads. Establishing this court from a brand new startup requires not only knowledge of the criminal system, but also knowledge of the budget, knowledge of operating inside the county administration, and knowledge of how the system works with the other departments. I uniquely have that knowledge. My opponent does not have any such knowledge inside the local government sphere. So setting it up and dealing with the backlog of cases are the 2 biggest challenges of getting this court going. Well, one thing I would like to get the docket, cleaned up. I know that right now a lot of the cases the trials are being pushed over into County Court at Law Number 1. Number 2, and Judge Chapman's court, and this court's going to handle only criminal cases at the start. This is the way the judges decided to divvy up the cases. Eventually, after catching the docket up with my background in all types of law, not only civil and criminal, I would hope to be able to assist the judges in any way that they would need assisted. All of the cases, all the courts are backlogged, including the family law cases, CPS, everything is backed up. It's the population is just growing. Doug Barnes, I met tonight, I mean, I didn't meet, I saw him tonight. He said the city of Waxahachie granted 700 single residential permits this year. That's the most ever. So this county is exploding. So we've got to keep going with the population. Well, organizational changes is really only, as a judge of a court, you really only have control over 2 employees, the court reporter and the coordinator. And so I don't know about organizational changes I'd make, but I would try to implement some of the procedures, the docket procedures that a judge I practiced under for 20 years, Judge Gene Canais, instituted. In his court, there were, anytime you were set for a trial, there was a list of cases that were set and possibly could go, and anybody on that list could get reached. And there was, there was very little chance that jury panel was going to show up and not have a case to try. And so if I'm an elected judge of this court, I'm going to try to keep the same type of jury docket that Judge Canais kept, and not waste a jury panel's time by being called and not hear a case.